Hello everyone, my name is Black Milk and today I will show you all the party powders, loot, ingredients, keycards and QR code locations. Let's hop right into it. At the time of recording, Party Powder is the latest heist added to Payday 3, with a decent amount of randomization, which can prove to be a little harder for less experienced players to get all loot in this heist. For future reference, Party Powder has a total of 19 bags of loot, 4 of them you need to cook yourself, leaving us with 15 bags scattered around the map. Firstly, we got the first warehouse with the computer and the locked cage. From now on, we are referring to it as Warehouse A. Warehouse A contains 7 pieces of loot in total. 2 bags of coke can be found in 2 of these 4 crates. One bag of coke can be found on one of the 3 spots on the table. One stack of cash can be found in one of the 2 lockers inside the computer room. And 3 bags of coke can be found on the table inside the locked cage after getting the code. Now, there are 6 bags of loot inside Warehouse B. 4 coke bags in 4 out of the 9 crates. One coke bag can be found in one of the 3 crates behind the red keycard door. One money stack either on top of the table or inside the lockers also behind the red keycard door. We also have 2 bags of coke outside the warehouses inside 2 out of the 4 red containers. In this case, it is important to notice that the coke will only spawn inside the containers locked by a QR code. Now that we covered all bag spawns, let's talk about the ingredients that you will use to cook the 4 remaining bags. Ground floor in Warehouse A in these locations. Computer room in Warehouse A in these locations. Inside the locked cage, also in Warehouse A. Around Warehouse B in these locations. Inside red keycard room in Warehouse B. Also inside Warehouse C, the one where you cook, in these locations. Important to mention that you can find the correct combination in the whiteboard that can be located either inside the computer room in Warehouse A or the red keycard room inside Warehouse B. Now that we covered the ingredients, let's move to QR code locations. Party Powder has 10 QR codes in total that spawn in 18 possible locations. One QR code in one of the 4 white containers that work as a security room and can be unlocked with a blue keycard. Two QR codes spawn between container stacks and Warehouse A, with 3 possible spawns. On top of the cement bags, on top of the blue barrels, or on top of the water barrels near the table where you place the donuts. One QR code in warehouse A with 3 possible locations. On the box that can be used to climb half the stairs, on the table made by the stack of pallets, or on top of the L-shaped table. 5 QR codes spawn between warehouse A and B, with 7 possible spawn locations. On this plastic table, guaranteed spawn. On this plastic table, not a guaranteed spawn. On these stacks of wood pallets. On the blue barrel, held by a forklift. And on a forklift. 2 extra QR codes can spawn on guards. I personally recommend against getting QR codes from guards, for the simple reason that it takes a long time for the hack to be completed and there's always a chance that you're going to be spotted. 1 QR code spawns in the warehouse B with 3 possible spawns. On this box, near the door and the window, also on a box but in the middle of the warehouse, and on this cement bag. Now, keycards. We have 4 red keycards in the heist. Warehouse A has 2 red keycards. One either inside the locker or right beside the lockers. And one on the guard. Warehouse B has 2 red keycards. One on the guard and one either inside the lockers or on top of the table. There are also 3 blue keycards on the map, only used for stealth runs and to deactivate the security cameras. They can spawn on guards either in front or between the container yard and the warehouse A. But with the new meta and all the ECM jammers players can carry, wasting a pager deactivating cameras seems pointless in my opinion. With all that said, I hope this guide can make your party powder runs smooth as butter. Also, huge shout out to Jay, who spent the time noting down every possible location for everything in this heist. What I truly want to say is, if something is wrong, is the one to blame. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing and checking me out on Twitch, link will be in the description. I am live almost every day and I can help you to complete any challenge or achievement in Payday 3. Until next time, milk out.